after work hours and play some Cities Skylines. Let me get all of my stuff pulled up so we can have a super productive, awesome, fun time with chat if they so desire to join. Now, I was going through the Cities Skylines subreddit. I realized I've been playing this game wrong. I have consistently been doing huge 6x6 plot high-rise developments, and I did not realize this game actually supports for smaller buildings, shorter buildings with smaller lot sizes. So I'm going to do a new run entirely. I'm going to try to integrate some of my lessons that I've just learned and do something a little different. We'll go ahead and go with normal difficulty. I wish there was a higher one, but alas, there is not. And last time I did the mountain village map, I think I want to change it up a little bit. I'd like to do something like a barrier island or something with some more islands in it. Lakeland seems kind of fun, especially if we could build up like a business district on one of these smaller islands. And we could do like some port cities. I'm thinking that, or do I have any custom maps installed? I do. I don't know if these are broken or not, but this one could be pretty cool. Volcoria. Two rivers carve around central mountain range, creating a scenic core with diverse building opportunities. Islands and peninsulas dot the surrounding landscape, offering varied terrain. I'm kind of thinking that might be fun. Let's see if this map is broken. If it is not, then that would be sick. For the city name, oh man. Thinking of Flapjackville. Let's do something fun for now. We can change it later if something comes up. Do North American theme since that's what I'm familiar with. Yeah, normal game mode. Natural disasters are on. We're not going to unlock anything. Let's do it normal style. And while I'm doing this, let me pull up my Discord, make sure I've got it up. Okay. All right, let's see what we got here. Interesting setup to start. Okay. Well, let's kind of get a lay of the land here. So, kind of an archipelago coastline area. We're set up on a peninsula. There's a small island across the way. Lots of wood resources. Train connection out here. And we've got, yeah, pretty flat area to start. Okay, so I'm thinking I'm going to start by demoing whatever the hell this is, because this, we'll get rid of these. We'll convert this over to a 4-lane. Swap that in place. And we'll get a main thoroughfare running through town. Now, ideally, there'd be a better exit, which I will probably get into later, because this is going to back up real quick, especially with these left turn lanes. I'm assuming this is signalized too, which is going to be a real pain. Oh, it's actually, okay. So it isn't signalized. It's only the one entrance and exit. So that should be okay for now. We're going to do some access management here. So we're going to want quite a bit of distance between the main on and off ramps and the first through town. Let's see here. So I'm thinking we could probably do like a business district down here, you know, Main Street. That's right, Xander. Honey, get the camera. Mom, get the camera. So I'm thinking Main Street through here. Curve it out. Do like a beachside suburban area. So let's go ahead and do, yeah, 4-lane road here. And then we'll do a one-way angled parking, breaking off of the downtown. We'll do like that. Bring it over here. Back that way. Then we'll do a regular 2-lane road connecting them. We'll actually carry this all the way out to here. And we'll alternate one ways going either direction. So that way, kind of get some nice variation through it. What's up, Mason? How you doing, man? Eating pizza right now. Do I want some pizza? That sounds so good. Okay, we'll do that. That is super lopsided, but that's okay. think that should be sufficient for now. Well, I just told me to deport it to Pakistan, so I don't know. Wiley is really problematic. Okay. I'm sorry about that, dog. Ugh. Yeah, there it is. I'll be honest, I will I would consult with Stan and Ave in the principal's office, because this is now the second time. Yeah, I'd reach out in the principal's office, see what's going on there. Okay. As for this, I do think I need to get rid of these stoplights because that's going to jam up traffic pretty badly. Do I have access to stoplights yet? Roundabouts, cul-de-sacs. I don't. Shit. Yeah, no, Wiley definitely does not have a filter. Especially after the whole, yeah, the Jewish thing. I'm a little hesitant to, yeah. There's a lot going on there. Okay, gonna rotate that and that. So we've got the first left turn is gonna be way down here. Actually, in that case, I'm just gonna demo this. It should be okay. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan either. I'm a little displeased. More than, but I'm just trying to keep it under wraps for this. Okay. Continue that on. Bring this down here. Displeased with Wiley? Yeah. At least his comments thus far. I really don't think that I know Stanley's out, so I don't think that she's aware of what's going on, but she was very displeased when she found out about the last deal. Okay. What am I doing here? I gotta lock in. Break this out. Okay, so this will kind of be our downtown core. I'm thinking we'll stage up some higher density towards the front. Maybe not the full skyrise, but we will do some like medium density housing out here. Back it up with some low density into the back of the neighborhood. Convert this over to regular 2 lanes. We'll go like 140 meters. And one more. I feel it, boss. I'm super tired too. Or do you use me like generally? Right on, man. I'm happy to be your sleepy time stream. It's here. Okay, it's a nice little grid system. And then, yeah, that should be good. Okay, so gonna go ahead and do some low density housing back here. Do like 2 rows there. And then here. I won't zone that yet because it's gonna get torn up anyways. We'll do some low density business out towards the front, maybe out here by the corner. Do a little bit over here. Then center it around these roads. Maybe like a 4x4 here, 4x4 here, 4x4. Actually rezone these. So I recently found out that I guess City Skylines supports different types of like zoning sizing. So like the smaller the lot size, the smaller the building, which is really nice. Just chill out, use it from bed. That's so nice, man. I'm happy that I can provide that for you. Okay, let me pause this real quick. We'll get some wind turbines built up. Actually, we're gonna do a coal power plant. Put it downwind. build out a little industrial sector, actually. It's even further out, since for some reason there is no such thing as light industrial in this game. We'll do... It's nice. It sounds cozy. I don't know if it's lazy or if it's just cozy. Okay. I think actually, I'm going to build a little mini bridge crossing over this highway. Hey, Monica. We'll do some kind of short, drop back down, and then we can have the really nasty energy, like power plants and everything over here on the other side of the road. Let that produce smog, but like way downwind. It's not gonna be enough space. Shit. Okay. I'll move it eventually, but for now it's gonna go right here. We'll go ahead and do water tower over here on the road. Classic Main Street entrance water tower. And then we'll do a sewage outlet downstream over here. We'll connect this up with the roadway. Okay. All right, we're good on that front. How close is this to San Andreas? Not even remotely, unfortunately. Got a long ways to go before we hit San Andreas levels. And regrettably, I am too good at what I do to let the city fall apart like that. Sorry, boss. Okay, we'll do some industrial out here. Detroit. I've heard Detroit's actually pretty nice, especially nowadays. The American Planning Association is hosting their national conference in Detroit next year, and I'm very bummed that I cannot make it, since I went this year to Denver. Okay. Going to 8 Mile. Yeah, I am sorry. I am too good at my job, so I can't build San Andreas. It's really tragic, actually. I have no idea what you're talking about. I also haven't seen 8 Mile, which I know is a travesty, or so I've heard. Okay, I'll do a 4, I'll do a 3 here. Yeah, because that's like the Eminem one, right? It's like his life story or something to that effect. Yeah, I have not seen it. I know that it's really good and I need to watch it, but I have not watched it. Do a 4x4, a 3x3 here. Do some low density housing back here. I'm trying to do this a little more realistically, so how it's not 100% accurate. Doesn't he portray himself in it? Like he's in the movie? We'll do some deeper lots back here. Do the 4 deep. Like, isn't Eminem in the movie or something? I'll be honest, I have like no familiarity with it, just that it is the Eminem movie. Okay. Next, we'll go ahead and do some medium density row housing. I'm thinking we'll set this up here on the edge of downtown. Maybe on some of these outer roads. So we could do like, yeah, 2 wide, 6 deep. Get some variation through here. He's in the movie, but the characters represent IRL characters. Names are changed. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I really gotta watch it. Didn't like win an Oscar or something. Like it's a really good movie from what I've heard. These all like double wides. Cool. Okay. I'm gonna do some neighborhood commercial back here. We'll do just like a little 3x3 in the corners, one down here. This will be kind of like a collector, so we'll do like some 2x6 medium density. That out there. And we'll do like some of that coming off the side roads. Maybe a 3x3 there. Okay, we'll see how much noise this generates. I think this should be okay. I know this game like grossly overestimates how much noise commercial generates, but we'll see. Okay. I'm gonna do a clinic here on the corner. Something small. Build a landfill up here, since this is gonna be our industrial sector. We'll do like here, back. 90-degree angle. Here. Okay, should be good. But the character Cheddar Bob is friends with Eminem, and he's not the brightest, but he finds a gun and tries to pull it out, but accidentally pulls a trigger and shoots his wig off. The most typical American. That is actually hilarious, though. My God. Oh man, I just set this up on some of the most fertile grass we have. I'm gonna demo this. Okay, I'm gonna do a new landfill. Oh. Here. Poor Bob. Rip Bob's penis. Well, specifically, explode Bob's penis. Jeez. Okay. Put a cemetery here off the main street. Doing like... Oh, actually, we'll do it down here. Yeah, that's pretty typical. Bro's gonna be thinking about that for a minute. I think for a little bit longer than a minute. Are you talking about me blowing my own dick off? Oh, Cheddar Bob lore. Nice little farm there. This is completely incomprehensible. Landfill right next to a farm. I'm sure that'll go over well. That's all right. Okay, so we need some more commercial built up. I'm thinking we'll do... Got 4 wide here. We'll intersperse it with some medium density residential, maybe 4 deep. Do that. And then we'll have one more commercial, a little bit shallower. And then we'll put some row housing here. Yeah, I'll be honest, I had no idea what you meant when you said Cheddar Bob shot his willy off. I mean, that was a good for him, but Cheddar Bob ball cam. There is no ball left to cam, tragically. Okay. I do think it only makes sense to have more medium density row housing here off the angled parking road. So we'll do this. Get that all equaled out. Same over here. Do like 5 deep here, 3 deep, 4 deep, 5, 3. Another one here. Do 5 deep. Okay. I'm trying to build this out to look more natural than the last one, because our last one was just like big squares. Like it was fine. It just wasn't. It was very unnatural looking. And this game has far too few assets. Like this is upsetting. What is this? Okay. My buddy's a big City Skylines fan and he can't play the second game on console. Is it like, why not? Yay, small village. Florete. Tea salon with beautiful terrace welcoming you every day for breakfast, lunch, and afternoon treats. That sounds like fun. Just not available. Is it still not out? Or like, will it ever be out? That sucks. We'll do maybe like one of those. Some more medium density row housing on either side. And then we'll do a corner shop, maybe a 2x2. Some row housing there. We'll do like 2 deep, 3 deep, 2 deep. It's kind of dumb. Yeah, no, that is pretty dumb. I feel like this game would be fine on console. Okay, can I do? No, I can't. Oh, I need to get road services. Okay. That way. I can get that no left turn over here. Put that there. No left turn, right out only. We'll do a stop sign instead. Should be a yield, but that's fine. We'll put some nice trees on the sides of the road here. Not available on PS5 or Series X. That's really surprising. Because I think City Skylines 1 was on console. So that's odd that they did not port it over. Maybe they're still working on it. Yeah. It's unfortunate. Okay, plant some grass. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so wide sidewalk. That's so lame. I know that there's a really cool mod that adds a typical section. So like you can, like in urban planning, we have what are called typical sections. I guess it's more like public works, but whenever you develop a road, you create a typical section where it's like a crosscut of what it looks like. So you can like widen or narrow certain portions. So you could have like, you know, the minimum is usually like 11-foot or 10-foot wide lanes. You could like narrow or widen them accordingly. And I know there's a mod that adds it, but I do not have it. I don't know if it's been updated yet. It's October of 2023. Don't tell me it's been out for over a year and a half. What the hell do you mean, brother? That hurts the soul. Okay. Do a little community elementary school. That's a fun little spot for it. That's perfect. Go ahead and do a little alleyway through here. Yes, there's just pedestrian only, but that's okay. We'll survive. No, give me that alley. There we go. Do that and bring it over and back. And then in here, we're gonna have like a little parklet. Never mind, I don't have parks unlocked yet, but there'll be a little park back there. I think that'll be fun. I'll probably do the same over here, where I'll just preempt it by doing a small alley. And then I'll go ahead and do, let's see, maybe some medium density row housing back here to like 4 deep. And then we'll do like 2x3s for single family. Maybe a 3x3 back here. It leaves a little bit of space. School should have a bigger parking lot than that. For that big of a school, I would agree. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 188. Yeah, no, for sure. Because that's definitely got to be like at least what is that? Well, that's what, 16, 32 classrooms? I guess like a nice little downtown. There's enough on-street parking, but for sure, we have some really weird parking regulations in my city where it's like, for an elementary school, you have to have 1.5 parking spaces per classroom. Like, I don't think that makes sense because those kids aren't driving. I don't know why we need 1.5. There's definitely not like a 2-to-1 ratio of teachers to faculty or admin, so it feels odd. Or I guess 1 to 1.5 ratio. Or sorry, parking spaces per classroom. So if you have like a, I don't know, 10 classroom large school, you have to have 15 parking spaces. Like assuming 1 teacher per parking space and then like, I don't know, 3 admin, like it's just a weird ratio. Like for sure the admin to teacher, there are not like 1 admin worker for every 2 teachers, right? So it definitely feels a little unnecessary. Okay. Such weird commercial. Nice that there's 2 pat back medicals right next to each other. Definitely need 2 pharmaceutical shops of the same brand next to each other. Makes up for guest parents, every other school worker. You would think so, but the issue is that once you get into the numbers where like the modern elementary school is, like you're hitting, because we also do accessory parking for different structures. So like we also account for the fact that like there might be a public gymnasium component. So you do like the 1.5 for every single classroom, but then we'll also do like, I don't know, 3 per 1,000 square feet for gymnasium space in case there's like the need for some sort of after school event. So then you end up with like these super inflated parking standards where like, yeah, an elementary school does not need 60 parking spaces, but we require it just based off of like the combination of all these different smaller things that make up to it. So there are some times where like I agree that we need more parking. Like there's some buildings downtown where like we have reduced parking standards, where it just kind of fucks it up because the idea is it would rely on street parking or like public parking lots, but it does not work out in reality. So it is very hit or miss. I really think that parking should be on a per site basis, and parking minimums should just be completely revisited. I wouldn't say abolished, but they certainly need to be looked at a lot more stringently. Okay. So I'm thinking maybe, so I want to do some apartments. I'm kind of curious how big these are. Let's try a 2x2. I'm not a parallel park. It's a good skill to learn, brother. Line up the rearview mirrors. There's a pretty simple way. If you pull your car forward, line up rearview mirrors, put it in reverse, start to push back. When you're Like you cut your wheel to the right. When your mirror lines up with the back of their car, you let go of like the brake, and then you kind of turn your car into the spot, and then you cut it back the other way. I'm not doing a very good job explaining it, but that was how it was taught to me, where you line up the mirrors to the like mirror to mirror, then mirror to bumper, and then you like cut in some order, and then there you go. I do a lot of on-street parallel parking where I live, and it's not too bad. Okay, how big is this? That's not too bad. That's not too bad. I'll probably do one of those, little alleyway back here. I'll connect that up here. Okay, we'll see how that goes. We're gonna have a little parklet back here again. God damn. Keep coughing. Okay. We'll do a little alleyway. And then I'll do maybe some medium density up front. And I'll do row housing in the back off the alleyway. We'll see if I regret that. Let's see here. So I'm probably gonna do another. I'm gonna demo these two homes, but it will be in the interest of adding space for another park back here. I'm really park maxing right now. I'm out here parking my shit. Okay, we got up the industrial development. So we'll do Ghost Recon Wildlands. I have not. I played Wait, that's the one in Mexico, right? Breakpoint's the new one. Because I have played the one in Mexico, and I loved it. It was really cool. Bolivia. Oh, that's right. Wow. Am I even Latino? Damn, that's embarrassing. Oops. That's really funny. I have not played it. I don't. Okay, let me check. Let me see. All right, because I thought there was one set in Mexico. Okay, this was the one that I played. Ah, shit. Yeah, Bolivia 2019. Okay, well, a Mexican drug cartel takes control of the regions. So I was like half right. I'm going to take partial credit for that. It's set in Bolivia, but it's a Mexican cartel. You know what? I get half credit. I'm taking that. Okay. Let's see here. Give me half. Give me half. Thank you. Right, do some little commercial bits. I'm gonna do, yeah, maybe like a little 2x2 or 1x2. And then I'll do 5 deep, 2 wide. Okay. And then this, I'll probably just leave as open space for now. I'm gonna try and like a little bit underdevelop because not everything needs to be completely built out. I'm losing money. I'm losing a ungodly amount of money. That's cool. We're gonna cut back on services. Who needs healthcare? God, we're still so low. Whoa. Underdeveloping is not working for me right now. I'm going dead broke. Okay. Let me think here. I'm going to continue expanding this out. I'm going to connect up this road with the downtown area. And then we'll kind of transition over from an industrial to a residential sector. Maybe some offices back here. Let's see. Put this out here, put that down. We're going to do a road here. Connect up. Okay. Then how wide do I have this right now? What is that? 112? Okay. So here, bring this up. 112, bring it back down. I'll probably just leave that portion. I'll do an alleyway crossing over. I'll bring this back. Put that up. Also have this portion cut across all the way through. I'll have that terminate there because the rest of that's developable, so that's okay. Should give me enough space to really build out. Okay. So, got highest demand for medium density residential. It can be as complicated as you want it to be. I am probably overcomplicating it right now, but also I want to try and make a more realistic looking city. Which I say that, and this is completely incomprehensible zoning. Like, I'm not doing any sort of rhyme or reason to it. There's no node base. It's just like, I've not really laid out. I've done everything wrong so far. I have no proper road hierarchy. Like, I have a, my arterial that runs through town, but like, I have no collector that's really defined. I have no local roads. So I'm kind of just throwing shit on the map. But I'm also overemphasizing the detailing of like the area of zoning to get certain building sizes right, because like in the previous run that I did a 6x6 medium density, and these were huge, like they were massive apartments, and I didn't want that. I'm trying to do more like realistic scale. I'll do like 2x3s here. I might do like a, so I actually can do a 1x3. Sick. Swap that out. Okay, we'll see how this looks. That is too small for an apartment, actually. So I'm gonna do a little row house there. Just infill this area. And then I'm thinking, yeah, okay. I do want to do low density residential back here. Is there a difficulty that makes it more realistic? I don't believe so. This is supposed to be the most difficult setting. It's like easy and regular or normal. So this is supposed to be the more difficult of the two. But as soon as I'm past this first threshold of like fixing my budget, it's not going to be difficult at all. I mean, my last run I had what, $100 million in the bank. I had like 100,000 people. It was really way too much, honestly. Okay, there is a high. I'm gonna start selling power. I think that's a good idea. I'm gonna bury this line out, connect that up. I'm not sure how much power overage I have right now, but that could help. Right now I'm generating, I believe, a lot more power than I'm actually using. I am. So I'm gonna sell that power, try and make some money back. I do know that there are some mods that like, especially in the first one, like realistic population, realistic construction times, where like it won't build during the night times, you can only build during day, so like it kind of paces the game a little bit slower. I have not checked out the like modding scenes since I've gotten back into this. Am I getting paid overtime for this? No, but I should be, because this is public education. I don't get paid overtime, actually, that's a lie, because I am a non-exempt salary employee. It's so sick and twisted. I do this out of the love of the game. Try and build a British city. I could not tell you what a British city even looks like. It would be an absolute travesty. It would be very upsetting, actually. It would just be probably a lot of curvy roads. Google Maps. I know that like a lot of European cities and British cities specifically, they're centered around like cathedrals and like churches because those were like the original third places where people came to gather. So like they kind of built out from there. Um, but the weird thing is that they don't follow like a, at least from my understanding, they don't really follow a grid pattern because they were kind of naturally developed and they built around it. Like they densified and urbanized it using like the bones of back when people just walked everywhere because the cars didn't exist and like you had to use your horses or something. So it's like there's not a proper grid pattern like there is in the United States where we have like what's called the PLSS, the Public Land Survey System, especially in like Western US, like anything west of I don't know, not Nebraska, Tennessee. It's just all like big grid, huge grid, which was very intentional. But before the church and state were separated, was that Oliver Cromwell that did that? I've heard Morrissey say his name several times, and I feel like that name sounds familiar and associated with that concept. Because yeah, he like banned the church for a while, right? Okay. So I got some commercial getting built. I'm gonna do. Oh, cool. Save me from bankruptcy for a little bit. Going up the residential tax to 13%. I am so sorry, my beautiful pawns, but I need money. Going up the service fee to 110%. So that way I get no company efficiency debuff, but I do get increased or decreased consumption, which I can sell. Like a little bit of everything there. It will increase. No, I'm not going to increase the budget. Establish the Commonwealth, got rid of the monarchy briefly. Okay. So maybe I am tripping. I don't know anything about British history, and it really shows. Or not British, but like English or I don't know. But United Kingdom history, British history, all of it. I really don't know anything. It's embarrassing. Speaking of, I apologize if I ever like use the wrong phrase because I know there's like United Kingdom, England, Britain, and like they all mean different things. You know, Britain is the island. The United Kingdom is like the overall collection of states. But I will mess it up. Okay, fire station there. Continue to obliterate my budget. God damn, it's so bad. Okay. I'm gonna pause it for a second so I can actually like get some development happening here. I'm gonna do that. See if I did it right. That did not do it right. Okay, so I'm gonna have to keep the game running while I do this. Okay, that will not zone. Okay. I think along here, I'm actually gonna upzone this. I think these are gonna be my archer or my collectors. So like these roads that run east to west, these are gonna be my collectors. I'm gonna put more of the high density row housing up here. Make the city run 1-to-1, like as in real-time speed. Or how do you mean? I believe that there are mods that do that. I do not have any of them installed. I don't know if they're like true 1-to-1 or if it's just like significantly slowed down, like maybe like a 1-to-24, so it's like every hour is a day or something. But I feel like that'd be extremely tedious after a point, in all fairness. Dezone that. Do some here. Bring that up. Make that even deeper here. Shorter. Build out that corner. And then we'll do some commercial back here in the neighborhood. And we'll do it on the corner here. We'll convert this. I'll convert these into townhomes as well. Like farming simulator in real time. Yeah. You have to sit there for like 3 months before you sprout. It's like, dude, I've got like, I don't know, 15,000 hours in farming simulator. Whoa, how much money you got in it? Oh, I haven't had my first harvest yet. That'd be crazy. Okay. Waiting for your wheat to grow. I say that as if I don't play games that are exactly like that. I mean, X4, I have hundreds of hours in, and like I've barely played actually any of the content because I just play it without the time warp item that you have to acquire. So it's just like real time basically. I would love to stream it, but it's like watching paint dry unless you're playing it. Peak mentioned. Yeah. That game plays itself. It really does. I have not played Elite in so long. I would have to like play it on my own to remember how the controls work, but I remember liking it a lot because I played it a ton right when it came out. Is it going to be deep enough? No, it's not. Let's see here. Build these out. I'll do. Just gonna do an alleyway back here. You'll play it with me. That'd be fun. I do want to try it again because I remember enjoying it a lot. I think I don't know what I was doing at the time. I'm pretty sure I think I was still in high school actually, so I might have just not fully appreciated Elite. I will say my uncle a long time ago, like when I was 7, I don't know, had me play the original Elite, like the Commodore 64 Elite. He had like I think he had a C64, and he had it hooked up to his TV, and he had me play it, and there was like CRT monitor. And I remember it blew my freaking mind, even though it was literally. I mean, you can look up what the original Elite looked like. It was not visually impressive at all. I really want to try No Man's Sky. I was trying to convince Stan to try it not yesterday, but a couple days ago. When we were trying to find something to play. I could not succeed in that endeavor, unfortunately. Yeah, it's not for everyone, but it is a lot of fun, and it definitely has made a lot of improvements over when it first came out. Got the whole gang streaming. Damn, Mason, you're like a professional Discord mod. Look at you go. Shit. Do like a little 3x3 over here. Got the fedora. I've even got the parasocial relationships to back it up. I've got the restraining orders. That'd be cool. I'll have to. I don't have any of the DLC that adds like ground landings and stuff. Like I think I just have the base game back when it came out, but I would not be opposed to trying it out again. Okay, I'm gonna get another alleyway built out here. Do one here. Alleyway it up. Elite Horizon's part of the base game now. Really? Okay. Yeah, it's I'm definitely out of the loop with it. I would hope the No Man's Sky doesn't have any paid DLC because that shit's like just barely getting finished. Okay. Little commercial bit here. Do some commercial up on this corner. Some commercial back here. Can I do a 1x3 commercial? I cannot. That's so lame. Only DLC is Odyssey. What does that one do again? I say as if I didn't know in the first place, or I ever knew in the first place. Space legs. Lieutenant Dan, I got my legs. Wait, Lieutenant Dan got the space legs. Okay. So I'll do low noise pollution. That's kind of nice. Maybe we'll do it off the main street here. That'd be fun. Yeah, I know that was like one of the things that Elite added. Oh wait, you can't do Mars? Oh man. Well then what the hell's the point? Why does that sound familiar? What is Mars High? Was that a movie? Okay. Should help a little bit. Those apartments are really large. I don't love that. It's fine. Oh wait, this is an alleyway. I am silly. $33.11. Whoa, Mason, you run Linux? You are a Discord mod. Shit. I did not respect your game. I'm sorry, I'm gonna bully you. I can't help it. It's just part of me. Rich Linux and Windows. Do you like what's the word for it where you like sideload? You sideload it? Dual boot. That's it. Dual boot. I think it's like more extensible and like you have more direct access to the kernel, so you can like It's more customizable, so if you're like into that sort of thing, you can really go crazy with it. I think it's also got lower like performance overhead. Yeah, not as bloated. Uh, it might be. I think wine's gotten better now. I know it used to be like, let's not talk about gaming when we talk about Linux. Yeah, I remember when I used to dual boot Linux like way back in the day. It was horrific for gaming. Really bad. Okay. It's my traffic looking pretty good. 30 FPS on Minecraft, my RTX shaders to 100 plus FPS on Minecraft. Linux. Huh. Back when I was in high school and like middle school, I was really big into Linux for a little bit because I was just building my first computers and I didn't want to spend money on a license, and I'd yet to discover the world of Russian key generators for Windows. So I did a lot of the trial version of Windows paired with the dual boot of Linux. Like I would do a lot of Ubuntu USB loads so that way I could get stuff set up. I know. I'm old as dirt, bro. I genuinely was. I was a Discord mod before Discord existed because I used to be a TeamSpeak mod. And before that, I was a what's your one called? Oh my god! Before TeamSpeak, there was a. Let me look this up real quick. It's gonna kill me. Ventrilo. That's it. Ventrilo. Yeah, I was gonna say like nowadays I have completely legal and free copies of Windows, or not free. I pay for my copies of Windows, and I definitely don't use some sort of like application to do it. Uh, Skype was goated, dude. I miss Skype. I can't believe they fumbled the bag so hard during the work from home craze. Like, you literally had a complete environment built around video calling in a, kind of a workplace like environment. Like, you could easily set that up, and they completely fumbled it. Like, I remember when Zoom came out, I was like, oh, Skype's totally got this. What the fuck is even Zoom? Completely fumbled the bag, and now Skype is dead. It doesn't surprise me. I remember getting like viruses uploaded on like the file sharing app because like there was no check whatsoever. Okay. I'll get a little police station built out here. Like maybe right here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was really bad. I remember getting doxxed a couple times back then because yeah, you get in a call with somebody and they have your IP address. They got your username. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay. Drop that down a bit more. It's all gonna be gone soon. Oh, Skype? Yeah. Rest in peace. Skype was really cool. It was there for us when we needed it, but we weren't there for it when it needed us. Which, I mean, for good reason, because it's not a good program. Its time was up. Yeah, with it going public, I really hope it doesn't completely destroy it, but I would not be surprised if it does. Let's see here. Single row parking. Okay. Interesting. Medium parking lot, motorcycle parking lot. We'll do a motorcycle parking lot back here. I'll do like a tiny lot here. And I can still have a little alleyway that backs up into a park. A little park right there. Can someone grab bomb? Can someone grab bomb? Dude, we're gonna grab bomb. Shut up. There's always time to be playing City Skylines, bro. Join the hot new fad. That was really funny. Like, I would be so pissed and flabbergasted. I wouldn't even know what to do if somebody did that to me. I'd be very upset. I would probably crash out. Oh yeah. You gotta get your driving on, man. Oof. Yeah. I get it. I really do. It's weird going back when I was recording those videos, hearing my own voice. I want to crawl out of my own skin. I don't want to be employed anymore. I want to do this for the rest of my life, but I don't want to hear my voice while I do it. It's not fair. I'll never know peace. Oh, damn it, taxes are ruining everything. But I need the taxes to keep myself afloat. Shit. I'm sure it's probably just like a matter of it being uncanny, because like we were never meant to hear our own voices, right? Like, short of an echo, when would you ever hear your own voice? So the fact that we can hear our own voices, I'm sure like implicitly freaks us out. You do, but it's through the lens of like you're actively making noise. It just sounds different too. I feel like your mind isn't focused on what you sound like. You're focused on what you're saying. So to hear it played back to you, it is much more acute. It's like, yeah, this is you. You sound like this. Okay, we're slowly narrowing this gap, the budget deficit. Oh, this is brutal. You sound like this, you little bitch boy. Yeah, I'm sorry, Xander, that doesn't work on me. It used to. Hmm. So sorry, Mason. That blows. He got your ass good. Xander, you're a menace. You're an evil man. A real bad boy. And not in like a cool, fun way, but like a menacingly evil way. I like that, the meanest. You know what? I'm gonna establish. I can't establish a zone yet. This is vile. Can we ban Xander? I'm about to temp ban you for approximately 2.5 seconds. They're in your walls. They're in your walls. Yeah. All right, Xander. Leave Mason alone. He's gonna leave, and I'm not gonna have enough viewers to keep up my position on the. You're fucking up my affiliate status, brother. Look, now he's hiding the chat. He's gonna go silent. Okay. Oh, I can get offices now. Okay, cool. This is gonna be my step down between industrial and residential. So I'm thinking. Okay, I'm gonna build out this road here, maybe? No, here. I'll do that. Bring that over. Also connect this up down here. Should be fine. Okay. Crawling in my skin. Okay, Xander. That's probably... They're probably good. Hmm. Can I do items? I can do low rent housing. Okay. Everybody in my city's broke as shit. So... we do low rent housing. You can come back now, Mason. It's done. Okay, can I do two? I can do two. Alright. I'm actually gonna cut these down. We'll see. We'll see how that does. How'd that do? I'm in North Korea now. Damn, brother. That was fast. Say hi to Kimmy. Okay. We're gonna zone this as like the downtown core. It's pretty sizable, but that's alright. Broad Gardens. Yeah, it's the garden of the Brads. Brads, man. Okay. Who's Kimmy? Kimmy Jong-un, brother. One and only. The man doesn't pee or poop. Timothy. Timothy Jong-un. Okay, we need some more water. We'll do a water pumping station. Is there a groundwater pumping station I can do? Oh, there is. Okay. Do one of those. I can do my parks now too. I can do parks. Do a little tiny city park. Oh, it's so cute. Girl. Do playgrounds. We'll do one of those. What's up with the hashtag water? I'm not getting any here. Tough shit, brother. You don't get to have water. This is my city, and I get to decide who gets to drink water or not. Alright, I'm gonna do an alleyway back here. Got a nice little parking lot set up. Do two little canopy covered ones. Do those. Zone that out. Also do some back here. Look, they're killing my budget, so they deserve to die of dehydration. I don't play games. Unless it's City Skylines, in which I do play that. I quite enjoy it. Okay. I get some more low density housing, so we're probably gonna do that up here at the front. Could it be one by... Does that work? No. Those... Do it 2x2. I can do it 2x2. Is that a circus? No, sir. It is a fun little playground. Look at that. It's so delightful. It's definitely not at all kind of dystopian looking. I would hate to play on that. Did Stanley stab you in the neck for saying that? Imagine living opposite the cemetery. It's actually rather delightful. It's pretty peaceful, all things considered. Okay. Shit. Xander, you're gonna get all my viewers taken away. They're gonna run away. Look, now Mason's gonna have to split his thought process in two. Alright, I'm gonna do... some, like, offices back here. One side for you, one side for Stan. It's like that movie where you use 100% of your brain power. Oh, wait. Low pollution? So what increases pollution? Like, what's high pollution? Because I would have thought that would do it. Unless it's like Does a 6x6 do it? No, it's also low pollution. Wait. The 100% isn't that good. It's like 100 pounds of really bad ditchweed, still bad ditchweed. It's a lot of it, but it's not good. Your eyes are no itch. What does it even mean? Be gone, you. You rotten, rotten man. Actually, don't be gone, but leave Mason alone. Are we almost to green yet? No, we're still down 80 G's a month. Frick. Don't be a menace in South Central while sipping your juice in the hood. What a great movie. Thank you for reminding me that that movie existed. Also, I'm pretty sure it's Don't Be a Menace to South Central while sipping your juice in the hood. Okay, I guess we need some low density housing. It's lame. Dude, they're fantastic. I love the Wayans brothers. Did you ever watch Haunted House after they lost the rights to the scary movies? That was a pretty great movie. Should I do the Air Force Ones and the Tech 9? Or God, what a great movie. I want to go watch that again. I'll always love Shorty from the scary movies. The best character ever made. What does that even mean, brother? Aw, Mason's first stroke. Not your first, won't be your last. It's a lot of strokes. You might want to get that checked out. I'm not a doctor though, so I can't say for certain. It's probably okay. No, brother, you live in the UK. You got the NHS. I envy you. Just built different. Built stroke different. Crazy, brother. Yeah, this is incomprehensible. I thought the city would make more sense than the last one, but I'm not impressed. Well, yeah. The Tech 9 with the high tops or this Uzi with the low tops? Message. I really wish that copyright wasn't a thing, so I could do like a movie watch party, because that'd be a fantastic movie to watch party. Okay. Get the Baltar Pines. Pop that bad boy down there. I can't on Discord, you're right. I gotta make my Patreon, my OnlyFans, that way create an exclusive Discord just so I can commit copyright violations. That's a joke, in case that might get me banned. I really don't know if that would or not. How close are we to fixing this budget? Okay, 41,000. We're pretty damn close to being in the green again. By again, I mean for the first time. Man, what did that do? OnlyFans, question mark, question mark, question mark. How do I, okay, I need to shut that thing up. Give me 1 second. Let me pull up Nightbot. Got a little too excited there. Let me get on my dashboard. Chat moderation, turn off. Oh, what the hell? We're talking about my means of streaming Don't Be a Menace in South, or Don't Be a Menace to South Central while sipping your juice in the hood. And I was thinking that an OnlyFans would make sense. Come on. Get rid of my excess symbols. There we go. Disabled. Now we're good. My side hustle. I need a side hustle. This public service stuff ain't they lied to me. They said I could be corrupt and make a bunch of money. I'm not making money. Ever try crypto? Yeah, actually, when I was like 12 and I mined Bitcoin and it was so worthless, I mined whole Bitcoins and then destroyed my hard drive because I got ransomware somewhere along the line and lost probably like $5 million worth of Bitcoin because it was worth nothing back then. I get such that is a topic that makes me crash out, is cryptocurrency, just because of that one thing, the fact that I lost probably a life-changing amount of money because I was a dumb 13-year-old mining Bitcoin and didn't realize that hey, maybe I should hold on to this hard drive and not just clean wipe it and not keep my keys anywhere. But it's fine. We're fine. The big gang theory? Big gang. I'm assuming Sheldor Cooper did something like that. I actually do own some cryptocurrency. Not a substantial amount. I mostly invest in stocks, but Sheldon lost his Bitcoin hard drive. Dude, just ending it at that point. Okay. Increase my office tax and titch. It is and is not. I don't know what the fuck it is. I bounce back and forth on it so much because I mean, on the one hand, it's like meme coins are a scam and rug pull, but also like if it generates value, even if it's stupid as hell or not, it generates value. So it's like, yes, it's a scam, but also realistically, like, dude, I could have made so much money off that shit. You see, I want to agree, and there was a time in my life where I would very much vehemently agree with you. But now I want to retire, and because of that, I feel like I can't help but participate. So I have a 457B and a Roth and a brokerage account, and I invest a lot of money because of that. On principle, though, I don't necessarily disagree. But Daddy's got to retire, you know what I'm saying? With both of what you said, I mean, yes, the whole world is a scam, and also the capitalist agenda is problematic in many ways and exploitative with inherent sum zero. Somebody wins, somebody loses. But I mean, you know, at the end of the day, we do be living in it, and that's kind of the realization I came to. Yeah, it's like I can disagree with the inherent nature of a capitalist society, but also like brothers got to eat, so it is what it is. You ever seen The Good Place? That has a very interesting message about that exact topic. And you get there and you're like, wait, was that really what was just said to me right now? You gotta finish it, dude. Like that final season, open your third eye. Open your third eye. It's really good. It's just a fantastic show, though. I ain't spoiling shit. I promise you that, brother. The Good Place. But I swear to God, if you spoil anything, Xander, I like you, but I will have to delete you off the face of this planet. It's got Kristen Bell and Ted Danson. Ted Danson is so handsome. What a man right there. Maybe the real good place were the friends we made along the way, or something to that effect. It is actually not. It is not a procedural or sitcom. It is a story-driven comedy show that has a very defined plot, start to finish, with a very satisfying wrap-up. It does not leave anything hanging, and it will forever alter your life and brain chemistry. It is very good. I will forever believe that Chidi Anagonye is one of the greatest characters to ever be made in television. How far into it did you get, Mason, before you tapped out? Let me see. Are the pictures misleading? Yes. Yes, they are. I would say on the whole, based off of what the Google search for The Good Place looks like, it is very misleading. I wouldn't say that it was intentional. Like I can see where it comes from, but you just have to watch to kind of understand why it looks like that. It is not a sitcom though. It is like more akin to like it's not like this show, but it's more like a Parks and Recreation type than a like Big Bang Theory sitcom. But it is not like Parks and Recreation. Stanley's exposing me. Exposing me for what? What the heck did I do? Besides leave my window open last night and get told by my father that I'd have my electricity privileges cut. I don't know what I did. You're obsessed with the game I played last night. It was very fun. The Slormancer was a fantastic game. I would say that she's probably accurate in saying that. I would not disagree with her. I wouldn't say obsessed, but I would definitely say it is a good game. Does she realize I'm not playing it right now? Do I live with my father? I do. I live with my parents right now. I just broke my lease in my apartment and moved back home because I could not make rent work even with my salary, which like I am upsettingly employed, yet it was still not sufficient to cover rent of a 2-bedroom, 2-bath apartment in a suburb of a modest size, medium cost of living Midwestern city. Very normal society moment. And it's all right. On the whole, it's fine because I get to save money, and I'm looking at going to law school next year anyway, so it's like, it's a good opportunity for me to save up. So I'm not tripping about it. Then again, if I become a professional streamer, I won't have to go to law school, and I can remain unemployed. And by remain, I mean like actually become unemployed instead of having to work constantly. That would be cool. I'm trying to manifest it. But brother, I'm having a heck of a time here. The last 3 followers I've gotten have been bots. It's very frustrating, but it's okay. I'm still having a good time playing. I'm not doing it to make money, I'm just doing it to have fun, but it is a pipe dream of mine. Apartment buildings with commercial space on the bottom, apartments on the top. Okay, I'll do some of those. Don't mind if I do. Maybe I will get as lucky as KCO. I still do not understand how Stanley thinks that KCO is fine as hell, quote unquote, but it's fine. I don't have to understand, and I never will, but yeah. I just don't know what my niche is or should be. Like, obviously, city building is cool, and like it's something that I know enough about to be able to hold a conversation about, but I feel like that is not, it is not a topic large enough to generate a consistent amount of viewers off of necessarily. So I don't really know what I'm doing here. He is, I don't understand it. I don't understand how he is attractive, but I mean, hey, you know what? Enough people say it. I'm wrong. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So, you know, can't help it. I'm wrong. This was a mistake to develop this component, this area here, so densely. And we're out of power. Shit. Okay. I'm going to unlock a gas power plant. Can I afford it? I cannot. That's so expensive. I guess we're doing another coal power plant. Time to pollute the water supply. Okay. What we got demand for? More high density. Okay. I guess that is super tightly packed, but looks like it's okay for traffic for now. So I'm going to spread out my development. I've got a node there. I'm going to do another node maybe over here. Yeah, I'm going to do it over here. I'll have some mixed housing, maybe like that. I'll do some low rent housing back here. Do you like RPGs the most? I would say probably. I think city builders are a lot of fun and I enjoy them. And I certainly probably have some of the most hours in city builders. But I think RPGs with like a very consistent progression, which can scratch my ADHD brain, that is probably what I actually enjoy the most. I think that's why Slormancer was so much fun last night, because it's just like nonstop, constant progression. And there's like, I can just keep going. I never run out of fun stuff to do. But it's also like a very specific type of RPG, because like the Oblivion was fun, but I wouldn't say it's like necessarily the type of game that I would play thousands of hours of. Oh god, oh fuck, we running into debt now, brother. Okay. We're almost stemming the tide. We're so close to breaking even. God damn it. Okay, I guess some more commercial. I'll do some here. Do some there. And I'll do like some low rent housing high rises maybe. Do that. Guess I'll up taxes on something, maybe industrial. Actually, raise taxes on the well-educated. What are my opinions on tariffs? Oh, brother. Now we're gonna have some fun. Yes. I think they're not necessarily implicitly a bad idea, like as a concept, but I think the current application of it in the modern discourse with respect to like broad blanket tariffs across all of our trading partners is probably one of the most idiotic and irresponsible things we could do with our national economy. I think that tariffs make sense in very specific circumstances where like you're looking at industry specific, but I think that the way we got set up right now with like blanket 10% tariffs on everybody for no necessarily valid reason is just nuking our national economy for very little reason. Dude, I love talking about politics. I would say it's probably like my most, if there's a topic of conversation that I love the most, it might be that. But it's very hard to talk to people about it without causing some issues. It is fun though, because I have a close coworker of mine that definitely voted very differently from me in the last election, but we have a lot of great conversations about the topic because we are able to kind of remain very, very normal about it, which is great. I do wish that people could just have more mutually understanding conversations on the topic. Did I vote? I did vote. I vote in every election that I can, with the exception of the most recent local election. That was mostly because I did not stay up to date on the candidates, and I think there was only one. There was like one item on the ballot that I could vote for, and I just genuinely did not give a shit about. I think it had to do with like I don't know, increased bond funding for the local school district to do something, and like I mean, yeah, I would vote for it, but I knew it was going to pass anyways. But I vote for Biden, or I guess Kamala. So yeah, I am a typically, I don't want to say down ballot Democrat voter, but I do vote predominantly Democrats, with very few exceptions. But that's also kind of just a product of my raising and just everything about me. I come from a very liberal household, all things considered. Taxes a little bit more. Let me see here. Why did I vote for Kamala? It was more honestly a vote against Donald Trump. Yeah, so I think I was really concerned with the discourse around a second administration and what impact that would have, predominantly on things like national defense, or I guess international relations, like foreign policy, as well as um, I guess okay. So the biggest things were I didn't appreciate in my mind the whole January 6th thing was very much at the front because at the time I was working for a congressperson. Um, like I had just started an internship for a congressperson like January 4th, 2021. Um, so seeing everything happen on January 6th really kind of left an impression in my head. And when I got to this election, that was still sticking with me. And I think I had and still have very deep concerns about what impact a second Trump administration will have on both the rule of law, but also just the general discourse surrounding politics in our country. And I think up to this point, I feel very vindicated in that, which I am horrified about the fact that I feel vindicated. Um, but on top of that, like the general domestic policy issues that Trump was talking about, I just didn't really care about. Like I personally don't give a shit about immigration, like illegal immigration. I don't think that it is not an issue enough for me as a voter to sway my decision one way or the other. Whereas it is obviously a big issue for many voters. That was one of the reasons why he won. That paired with the fact that the Democratic Party did not put forward an actual candidate on the primary, like it was just selected. I think that turned a lot of people off. So yeah, I guess in short, it's not really about Kamala why I voted for her, but it was more the fact that she wasn't Trump, and it was a concern over what a second administration would have, like the effect it would have on our country. Um, Very long-winded answer, but yeah, bump up taxes again. There are things that I do wish that the Democratic Party railed less on. I think there's like a lot of issues that they're very hardline on that are not winning issues. Like I don't like I do believe that there needs to be more gun control to some extent, but I definitely think that the way that it's framed and the way that it's so central to the conversation of Democratic policy is just hurting them because it's not like it's an issue and it's certainly a big issue, but I don't think that's a winning issue, and I think it drives more moderates away from the party than attracts. Um, so I definitely have issues with like the Democratic Party as a whole, anyways. So, geez, I'm just not balancing this budget. This is really starting to frustrate me. Watching the same bird. I disagree. I really do. I'm assuming you're saying that in the framework of kind of like horseshoe theory type deal. Hmm. Up commercial all across the board. What am I casting? Monica, what you doing, little girl? I personally think that the fundamental values, short of like extremes of either side, I think the core values are very different. So like The only situation where I necessarily agree is like if you're looking at extremely far left, kind of very authoritarian leaning, like radical communists that are like, I don't know, Soviet apologists and stuff like that. And like kind of the penchant for authoritarianism. Like that's one thing, but I think by and large, like left-wing policies and right-wing policies are very incompatible in a lot of ways, especially when it comes to social issues. Um, I think that's a little bit of a mischaracterization to say that they're the same. Like I understand the underlying idea of it, but I think in practice, it's not that easy to say that they are similar. I think that there's a lot of difference between the two parties, especially when it comes to like just most domestic policies. I mean, when it comes to some like foreign policy issues, they are very similar, and I would agree with that. Of course, I won't necessarily get into that part because in the modern discourse, it's very touchy. What's going on? Oh, 1 second, guys. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I don't know. Did that make sense? Did that whole rant? I'm not very short-winded with my discussion ever. Hmm. Okay, so we have some parks back here. Wow, my budget just got so much worse. It was just a lot. What the fuck just happened? It was definitely word vomity. I do get that. What the fuck is the kilometer? Yeah, we've been talking about the voting patterns of myself. Let's see here. Cut down education spending. Why is my monthly balance going down so much? It went down even more. About to run this city into the ground. Let's go. Shit. Okay. I'm down 80,000. I could up taxes further. Don't necessarily want to do that. Am I doing water exports? Did I cut down education spending? I sure did, brother. Still do minimum taxi fare ride. 20 cents. I'm going to import city services and then completely cut my most expensive services. Never mind. That just got so much worse. Oh my god. Disable. That was so much money importing. Wow, that was crazy. It was like $800,000 a month just to bring in. I thought that was gonna save me a bunch of money. Oh, holy. Okay. I'm assuming it's not one-to-one scale of increased production. Okay, I've got an idea. currently my biggest budget item is electricity, which my small coal power plant cost me it's so much more expensive to run that one now. It's the thing, if I swap out my coal power plant and replace it with a gas power plant, I guess I am 10xing, 15xing my, well, 12.5xing my energy production while doubling up. Oh, what is that? It's only 5xing my cost. So theoretically, I could generate a profit by getting rid of my coal power plants, replacing it with a gas power plant, and then exporting my excess power. We're gonna try it. This could either make or break the run right now. We'll demo these, build a gas power plant. Connect up this with the export power. Come on, brother. Sell that power. That's not gonna be enough. Yeah, I think that just killed the run. Well, it was a good idea. They're only exporting 80,000 bucks worth. Well, shit. Yeah, I think this run's probably bust. I could try and scrape it back together, but $200,000 a month. That's a big deficit to make up. I'm already... Well... Maybe I can. Maybe I can. I'm gonna cut down power to 50%. Cut down roads. Healthcare all the way down. Where does that get us? That just made it so much worse. Why? Was my population dropping like a rock right now? Rob the other cities, give me a cut. That's not a bad idea, actually. How is my population doing, actually? I wonder if that's what's going on here. I think the taxes are too high, so people are moving out, which is cycling, it's spiraling my economy. So this feels ass backwards, but if I drop taxes here, it's going to reduce my income in the short term. And then theoretically, people will move back in, generate more tax revenue in the whole. Oh, my sewer. Not my sewer. Okay. Let me up my water services instead of buying a new one. Wow, that is a frighteningly bad economy. It's fine. We're only gonna go broke in 2 weeks. I think I just expanded too slowly. I think that was really the crux of the issue. I think I increased city services too fast and I built too slow. And that's really what happened there. What a shame. Hmm. Will that budget correct at all? Let's try upping healthcare again. Bring that up to 80. Maybe I'll stop pissing people off. Hmm. I am now in the process of building Detroit. You are correct. Hmm. Unless maybe I can do. Nah, wind turbines are really expensive. Not a tornado. Are we good? Where's the tornado? Oh, shit. Okay, I think it's way out there. Traffic accident. Rip. Okay. Yeah. City's cooked. Budget is broken. Which I'm confused because it's showing that my service upkeeps is 600,000, but here it's showing 408,000. That's not adding up. I'm about to be. It says about to fall apart. Unless I like somehow, by the grace of God, turn the ship around immediately. But I'm not super confident. Hmm. I guess one way that I could save myself is by hitting the next level, city level. And if I do that in time, I'll get a cash influx. And that might keep me afloat for a little bit before my next like big loan payments due. I think you're onto something, Xander. I think I might have to enlist hooligans to attack my ops. SimCity 2013 had that exact same concept. And I think they're really onto something with that. I bet that game's got a big, bright future ahead of it. Oh, hello. No. Okay. Stay the fuck away from my city. Stay away. Be gone. Okay, we're good. Oh. Dude, that tornado is edging complete destruction of my city. Okay, we're set. We're good. Ah. Be gone, Tasmanian devil. Be gone. Dude, that thing was just like coming so close. Thank you for not doing that. Okay, we're so back. We're so back. Our budget is balancing slowly but surely. I'm thinking it might be possible that we don't go totally bankrupt. Okay, so I need some low density housing. It's what the people crave. Not now, Siri bot. We're busy. What are we talking about? This is not Gooberville. This is Serious Town. Population me. Serious City. Wow, that traffic jam is horrific. It's fine. It's time to lock in. Yeah, you should be, Mason. Where the fuck have you been, brother? Okay. We're so close. We're halfway there. We've cut down the deficit by half. We're so close. Gotta imagine, dude. It's late there. I don't know how you're still awake. Color me impressed. I don't. I'm sorry. I never watched Teen Titans. 4 a.m. Brother. What time is your driving class? Okay, 132. Gotta just build a ton of industrial out here, completely without regard for planning or any sort of like care. That is hideous and stupid. Seven-dimensional chutes and ladders. Come on. 123. Ah, man. Try better when you're tired. I am not you, so I cannot say for certain. I will say, I feel like that is not typically the trend for driving, but whatever you say, brother. Okay. I'm gonna build out this road. We're gonna pray that there's gonna be enough to cover it, because if not, we're so cooked. Can someone grab bomb? Can someone grab bomb? I'm gonna have to like demo this entire area once this is done and once this budget crisis is over. Down to 88,000. Oh my god, we're so back. We're so back. We're so back. I'm already bald. Just kidding, but I'm pretty close to it. Balding. I'm a Northern Line fan. Of course, I'm balding. 93,000. So close. We're so close. Do some more low rent housing. Put some medium density housing here. Everybody's complaining about what? Me being so cool? Being so cool and sexy? And how the city is thriving under my leadership? And the budget is so balanced and so great. And we're definitely not $70,000 away from bankruptcy. I think we've got this. I think this is going to be the most clutch education, internet, no workers. You know what? But our housing market is on fire right now. So much low rent housing. You can find a house. Can you find a job to pay for that house? No. But you can find a house. Okay. Oh my god. We're green. We're green. We're so fucking back. We're so fucking back. Okay. All right. Wow. Holy moly. Okay. That's probably the closest I've come to bankruptcy in this game. And of course, it's the one time I try and play on like a real city, and then end up giving up halfway through because I was going to run into complete bankruptcy. Get some more low density. Just build that all out. It's fine. I think this next section I'll just build across Main Street. Traffic jam mode. Let's go. The first building I build when I start, a house, typically. Oh my god. Yes. Yes. I pay back some of this debt. By that I mean all of it. All that I can afford. Yeah, I usually start building out residential in the back. I think the first building that I ever built here was like one of these low density residentials back here. And then I kind of build up that portion, medium density once I unlock it, commercial strip up front, and then I start building a natural density wherever I can. In this case, this is very weird, mismatched zoning. Like, this is incomprehensible for how cities are actually built, but it's fine. Okay. Now that we're a little settled with the budget, I'm going to fix this industrial section. Build that out. That's a little too steep. You suck. Hmm. There we go. How do we get more workers? Education. That's, oh, you bastard. Don't you dare think about it. Please don't. No, no, no. Stay away from my beautiful city that I just pulled from the brink of bankruptcy. No. 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 Okay. What? God saved me a second time. I'm now a believer. We're so back. What the fuck was that? Okay. I mean, I guess I'll take it. I don't know. That was... Chat, clip that. Oh, that was weird. That was like, that was just there to give me a heart attack. That was not cool. Oh my god, that traffic jam. Goodness gracious. Good gravy. It's fine. Traffic jam should clear eventually. One day. Jarvis, exterminate this tornado's balls. Mods. Add one electron to every molecule in this man's body. Okay. Espresso on the go. Oh, what the hell is this? Weather damage. It's all hail? What? Oh, wait. Is the tornado existing but invisible? No. My game is absolutely freaking the fuck out right now. I don't know what the hell that was. Okay. I don't know. I haven't seen a single Walmart. I am doing a very bad job at my job. Okay. Well, honestly, at this point, now that we've finally got the economy back in order, the city is got a massive traffic jam, but that's okay. I think I might stop it here for the night since I do have to go to work tomorrow. What's the Walmart alternative? Aldi, brother. Just kidding. That's not a good alternative. Target. Yeah, that feels right. Or Lidl. I guess Lidl. No, Lidl's more like an Aldi alternative. I don't think there is one. This game is missing a lot of really great assets. Like, there's some good mods for them, but it's missing like big box stores. It says that it has it, but it doesn't. So it's very lame. I need to have my 400 parking space count big box anchor retailer in a strip mall, as every good American deserves. But it's fine. But yeah, I think I'm gonna pause it for now, and then I'm gonna be back tomorrow, probably. Almost certainly. Probably gonna play with Stan though. I think we're gonna probably get drunk and play some stupid games. But thank you again, Xander, for hanging out. It was a good time. Mason, you a fake. You ain't a real one. You keep falling asleep even though it's 4 a.m. It's very disrespectful of you. But yeah, I'll see you, man.